Welcome to the Potter Cup Final. It is Bubbles' farewell year. He makes the Potter Cup Finals against the underdog Fort McMurray Hollers, who had a great run to get here. So best of 7 series. Can Bubbles get his cup in his last year right after the sunset, or is he in for a heartbreaking career? Let's find out in this series. Welcome inside Sunnyvale Centre in Nova Scotia for Game 1 of the Potter Cup Final, as the Trailer Park Boys and Bubbles, they were determined this year, in Bubbles' final year of his career, to get here. As can they finish the job, or will it be the Fort McMurray Hollers? Game 1 is underway, and now Bandy now. Bubbles trying to get to the net early, as now Shane Richards blocked that one. As both teams had great runs to get here, as trying to shovel that by Blair Higgins, who's been great in between the pipes for the Fort Mac Hollers. As I tell you what, the Trailer Park Boys, they beat the defending Potter Cup champions in the first round in Game 5 overtime, as obviously they actually surrendered a 3-goal lead in the third period of Game 5, but they got it done. As now Richards now trying to get it, as the Fort Mac Hollers actually, as they won in 5. Look out, turnover in front, scores! John O'Keefe, as that's what they've been doing all playoffs long, capitalizing on turnovers. And there was one right there for the first goal of the Potter Cup Final. Oh my, John O'Keefe, as the newest member of the Fort McMurray Hollers there, as puts that in as a bad turnover in the Trailer Park Boys' end, as cost them there early in this Game 1, as Travis Tobin, who has been great at center, as look at that, as so the Fort Mac Hollers strike first. As I was saying before though, as the Fort McMurray Hollers actually got here, as beaten the top goal scoring team in the history of the PPHL. Trying to answer now is the Trailer Park Boys, shot there, stopped by Higgins, as oh my, that's a great save. As Fort McMurray, yeah, like I said, they took out the top team in the West, as obviously the top goal scoring team ever in the PPHL, as they got eliminated in the first round. Then they went to beat the Brooklyn PlayStations in round 2, as then the Pacific Pepsi in round 3. So I tell you what, they had a tough road to get here, but they got here as that, oh my, that the post, as Bandy is trying to answer there. And now here comes Eric Furlong, who is the Conn Smythe Trophy runner, as favorite here for the Fort Mac Hollers. And now Bandy on the counter. Here comes Randy Bandy with numbers, maybe he shoots, blockered away there by Higgins there. And now that one's dumped out, and Leahy's back to get it with Furlong shadowing him. He's got to get him off his back, as now here comes Trevor, has got it over center, as Trevor gets hit. Bandy trying to split the D, he does, oh my, as O'Toole got it back last second, as the rookie sensation for the Fort McMurray Hollers. And now Trevor now's got it up in the Fort Mac zone, as now can't hold on to that one. Tobin, he can't get the puck out, and now Julian, nice little play there to keep it in, but Furlong has got it, as will they get it out? And they will. Jake O'Toole, the first overall pick from a couple of years ago, shot, as oh my, that one's turned aside. Actually from 2 years ago, the Fort Mac Hollers got the first overall pick, as they turned it around pretty quickly here in the Potter Cup Final. Here comes Bandy, 2-on-1. What a poke check there, as oh my, as O'Toole with a great poke check. Furlong in shooting, blockered away. Furlong around the net, another great save, another chance in front, another big save there. Ricky Lafleur, a few big saves to keep it a 1-goal deficit for the Trailer Park Boys. And now Julian now's got it up the other way. Here comes Julian now up the wing, as oh my, he's out of gas, couldn't do much with that one. Now Richards with it over to O'Toole, and here comes Furlong. Eric Furlong is going to turn on the Jets. He's got it now. Oh my, to the net. Oh my, as O'Keefe has just ran out of real estate there. As now Bandy's got it the other way on the counterattack. Bubbles finds Julian in by himself. Julian in the corner finds Trevor. Scores! Trevor answers for the Trailer Park Boys, and a great play by Julian in by himself. He finds as Trevor all alone in the slot, and the game is tied, and this place is going nuts. Wow, look at that, as he was found all alone as Furlong lost his man there, Trevor, and he puts a glove side. What a shot. As so now it is a 1-1 game, as Trevor has been great in this playoffs, as probably the best playoff run he's been on. Stolen by Bubbles now, as oh my, as Bubbles also turning back the clock this year, as he has been dominant. Backdoor! What a save by LaFleur! Oh my, as the Fort Mac Haulers almost got the lead again. I tell you what, Ricky LaFleur in this first period, after giving up the first goal, has been stellar. As wow, look at that save. Ricky LaFleur keeping this a tie game. So same Bubbles been turning back the clock this year. He is on pace to maybe break the point record in the playoffs, as he's been that good this year. Even though his age, he has not slowed down one bit, as now O'Keefe gets that down into the Trailer Park Boys zone. In the corner, battling now O'Keefe. Got it, trying to find Furlong, now back. O'Toole scores! Jake O'Toole gets his first ever Potter Cup final goal in his rookie season, and they've regained the lead here. Oh my, O'Toole, he just grabbed it and fired it towards the net, and it beats LaFleur as he gets knocked down afterwards. But yeah, oh my, what a shot that was. And so it is a 2-1 Fort McMurray lead. As I tell you what, this team has just been on a great run here. As now Trevor now got it into the corner. As I was saying before about Bubbles, as he took a pay cut actually to come to the Trailer Park Boys, as to help win his first, trying to help win his first Potter Cup. So this Trailer Park Boys team, probably the best we've ever seen as against this Fort McMurray team. As now, oh my, is another almost turnover there. As I tell you what, Travis Tobin, a 200-foot player, has been playing great there. As now, here comes Leahy now in the corner. As now finds Julian back. One-timer from Bubbles. What a block there by Furlong. Bubbles takes it again, trying to get it there. As now, here comes O'Keefe, but turned over. Bubbles' first ever Potter Cup final, as in about as obviously since season 3, it's been that long since the Trailer Park Boys have been this far, as they lost to the Charleston Houdons, as in a heartbreaking fashion, game 3, 1-goal game, as obviously the Houdons scored late in the third period as to get the lead, as now oh my is just out of reach there. Yeah, they scored late in game 3, as which was a best of 3 back then, as now Tobin now trying to get, yeah, so best of 3 back then in the final, as it was just a heartbreaking fashion. Here comes Trevor now in, oh my, they hit the crossbar maybe, as almost a tying goal there, as now 7 seconds, Bubbles gotta hurry, he plays it to Bobandy shooting, turned aside by Higgins for the end of the first period. Second period set to be underway here, as the Fort McMurray Haulers played a pretty good first period, up 2-1. What do we got in store for this second period here? We are underway, as now Furlong has got it. Throw Furlong in! Oh my, almost an unreal goal, but he tried the one-hander. Now back comes Bubbles with it. Bubbles now one-timer. That one missed the net. Bobandy and Bubbles just find each other now, as Higgins there. He plays it there, and he gets it out. Nice little heads-up play there, as by Blair Higgins is now, oh my, is looking for the puck here, as now gets it up. Trevor finds Bubbles, but he loses that one, as they have been, as the Haulers making sure they are all over Bubbles here in this series, as now Leahy's got it. Jim Leahy as now trying to find the puck. He's knocking him off the puck now, battling there in the corner. Finds it. finds Bubbles there as Bobandy helps out. Back to Bubbles. Back to the point now is now Julian over. Bobandy looking for options, but they're just giving him nothing. Bubbles with the shot. Blockered away there by Higgins, as that's what they've been doing all playoffs long. Just boxing out their opponents, trying to limit shots on goal, as now Trevor finds Bubbles. Here comes Bubbles with Bobandy, the dynamic duo. Bobandy now trying to get that shot away. Is now Furlong. He has Bubbles all over him, but he skates by. Furlong, nice little play, nice pass. Tobin's got it now in the corner. Finds it. Oh my, what a stick check there last second by Bubbles. Now back to the point now. Big hit there. Another big hit by Bobandy. Maybe an odd man rush the other way. Bobandy in the corner now's got it. Bobandy finds Trevor. Back to Bobandy, shot. Rebound, scores! It's Bubbles, and he has tied game 1-2. It all started for Bobandy just hitting two players, and he gets a low shot for a rebound for Bubbles, and he makes no mistake there and just roofs that one in the top of the net. And it's a 2-2 hockey game, as they have answered here. So we have a brand new game here. So the Trailer Park O'Keefe almost backhanded that one through, as a nice save there by Lafleur. So a face-off now is obviously Ricky Lafleur, as everyone here in the Trailer Park Boys trying to get their first Potter Cup. As same with the Fort Mac Hollers as well. So this will be the first time in a while that no player is shot there, as no player has won a Potter Cup here, both playing a Potter Cup final. So we're guaranteed a lot of first-time Cup winners. And now John O'Keefe now beyond the net. Tobin back to O'Keefe, finds O'Toole, and now cross Richards. One-timer there from Eric Furlong, but that doesn't get through, as Bobandy now is obviously Trailer Park Boys lead the playoffs in shot blocks. Here comes Bubbles now in through, trying to find him over there was Leahy. Is now back the other way, maybe caught, back, Tobin shot blockered away, as oh my, good save there by Lafleur. Now back the other way, Bobandy's got it with Bubbles trying to find him. Great defensive play, turnover off the crossbar. Oh my, Bubbles so close, taking the lead, got it again. Bubbles now has got it back to the point now, over Bobandy. Oh, just out of reach there for Jim Leahy, and that's all the way down to his own end. As what a chance for Bubbles, hit the crossbar, as oh my, a chance to take the lead. And now here comes Bubbles now up again. Bubbles got a chance. One-timer! Oh my, missed the net. Julian with a rocket. As now Bobandy, now he gets bumped off the puck. Here comes Furlong. Eric Furlong now got it. Furlong in the slot. One-timer that was blocked actually. Oh my. Is somehow blocked, maybe a 3-on-2 the other way. Julian, oh my, can't do much with it. And now Furlong the other way through center. Eric Furlong shooting is good save there. That turned aside as 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Here comes Bubbles now. Bubbles in the slot. Rebound, scores! Trevor on a broken play, and the Trailer Park Boys take the lead for the first time in the game. Trevor, who's had an outstanding playoff run, gets his second of the night. As look at that, he tried to find Leahy in the front of the net, but it ends up on Trevor's stick, and he'll take it. It is a 3-2 game, and the Trailer Park Boys blueprint might be set now as they play really good with the lead. Now Furlong, as oh my, tried to get it there but can't. Furlong battling there with Trevor. He's got it. Over to Bobandy, and here they come again. Bubbles with Trevor. Trevor's got the puck with Furlong all over him. As oh my, the puck comes loose in the slot. Leahy shot that one off a leg and wide. And now O'Keefe now back in his own end, got to make a play, and he finds Furlong, but he can't get it out. As now down low, Bubbles trying to find in the slot. Bubbles again, back, one-timer, missed the net. As now the Trailer Park Boys have them hemmed here, as maybe, but Furlong finds that puck and he gets it out. As now here comes Furlong now with it, as they have a total of 3 shots in this period. Another chance, another block shot. That is what the Trailer Park Boys are really good at doing. And now Bobandy, oh, what a move! He scores! What a goal by Randy Bobandy! Holy! He puts it between his legs and roofs it on the backhand. Holy, look at this. Wow. I've never seen the AI do something like that. But Randy Bobandy just wowed us all with that one on the backhand. Puts it over the shoulder. Look at that. Actually, it catches a bit of the arm of Higgins, but wow. I think he caught Higgins by surprise there. I don't think he thought that Bobandy would backhand that one on net. He thought maybe he would take it around, but he just backhanded that, and it's a 4-2 Trailer Park Boy lead. Trailer Park Boys at home as nearly unbeatable here at home, as obviously only lost, I believe, 1 game or 2 games at home this whole playoff run. Trevor's shot stopped. As 2 games out of the 3 rounds. That's pretty impressive at home. As they got home ice advantage for this one, so that is huge for them. You see Bobandy and Bubbles leading the playoffs in points. Both of them. As it's going to be a coin flip toss if they end up winning the cup. See who wins the MVP. As now O'Toole now has got it there. Is now battling along the boards. Can't get it out. And now Leahy one time scores! Julian, 4 unanswered here in the second period for the Trailer Park Boys. Just a bad play there as by Jake O'Toole. Can't get the puck out as 4 seconds remaining, and that's a backbreaker if you're the Fort McMurray Haulers. You're going down by 3 going into the 3rd period now. Julian with an absolute snipe. As look at that, Julian has been having a hell of a playoff run, and that's going to do it for the second period. What a period for the Trailer Park Boys. What it looked like Fort McMurray Haulers had something going in the first period, but the Trailer Park Boys, look at it front! Oh my goodness, what a start to the 3rd, but what a save by Higgins. He's got to be stellar if they're going to want him out a comeback here. That goes all the way down the ice for an icing. As I was just about to say, Fort McMurray after 1 had a 2-1 lead and looked like they were playing on their blueprint, but the Trailer Park Boys turned everything around in the second period as they just absolutely dominated that period. As 5-2 with 19 minutes to go in the 3rd. Can they just hold on to this lead? As now face off, now tie up there, and Trevor gets it now beyond the net for Bubbles. Bubbles now gets knocked off his stick there by O'Toole, and that's covered up by Higgins. As obviously just a feel-out process here in this best of 7 series where the Trailer Park Boys have been on a home game winning streak, obviously, as they won the last, I believe, 4 games at home, as they are tough to beat here. But so are the Fort Mac Haulers. As oh my, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting series. As now hit off the puck there, Bobandy steals a front, scores. Bobandy to Bubbles. How many times have we heard that throughout these playoffs? And it's 6-2. As Furlong is incensed that wasn't called cross-checking. As Bobandy might have got away with one there, but nonetheless in front there finds Bubbles. As you see, I don't think the coach was too happy about that call either, or not being called, I meant to say. As oh my, so the Trailer Park Boys have scored a whole bunch here. As obviously they scored 4 goals in a row. They've scored 4 unanswered. As now Bubbles again trying to look for another one. Bobandy stopped by Higgins. Oh my, almost 7 there. And now kicked along there is now back. As now Richards gets it up to Furlong. Can he get one back? Trying to motivate his team across. That one was stopped there by Lafleur, and that's covered up as they've just shut down the Fort Mac Howlers here in Game 1. As obviously after being down 2-1 early in this game, most people forget that. As most of you guys might have forgot that, but I mean, face off now as that one's won there. Richards to the net shot. That one stopped there. And now up to Leahy and they'll get it out. And now here comes Trevor. 3-on-1. Trevor across up the post. Oh my, Bobandy close to getting another one right in front. Bubbles is stopped there by Higgins and he covers up again. Oh my, as Higgins has just been under siege here. As to start Game 1, as look at that, 3-on-1 and just hit the post. Well, Bandy looking for another one, obviously having that series against the his last series against the Bud Light Knights. Well, Bandy and Bubbles just went off. They took off. They played very well through the first 2 rounds, but no shot scores! Another goal off the face-off from Julian. That has been their play throughout these whole playoffs, and it's worked a lot. And Julian is having himself a playoff himself. He is 3rd in goals on the Trailer Park Boys as a defenseman. As, I mean, no chance there. I mean, how can you really stop that as if you're opposite team? And that's going to be Higgins' night here as Furlong is going to come into the net. As obviously I thought it might have has been earlier in this game, but will we see Furlong for Game 2? We've seen throughout these playoffs, Eric Furlong and Blair Higgins have kind of split games because one goalie might do bad a game and then another goalie will come in, play a few good games, and then and then have a few stinkers. As obviously, so it took 2 goalies to get here. Here comes Trevor in the zone, right to the net, is poked off his stick. So yeah, it's taken 2 goalies for the Fort Mac Howlers to get here, whereas the Trailer Park Boys only need Ricky Lafleur. Now that they've had to pull Ricky Lafleur a few games. Obviously, J-Rock did get some time, but obviously never got any wins out of it, as he never actually got any starts. And now Bubbles in the zone, in front, scores! That might be the first shot on Eric Furlong, and an unfortunate bounce for the Fort Mac Howlers kind of sums up their night. As, oh my, it is 8-2 in Game 1. Shows his frustration after that one. Obviously, he knows too. As what a sauce pass, but I mean, just unfortunate if you're Jake O'Toole there. I mean, you were trying to do everything right, trying to stop the shot, and it still gets through. Like I said before, just sums up Fort McMurray Howlers' night here in Game 1. But the Howlers, they were down 2-0 against the Brooklyn PlayStations. Came back, won 3 straight games. So this team is very resilient. So I wouldn't count this. Even if this team went down 2-0 in this series, still wouldn't count them out because they are deadly on home ice, as much as the Trailer Park Boys are. As now here comes Trevor, as now poked off his stick there. Is, oh my, O'Toole getting pressured there. He gets past the checking there. As now O'Keefe beyond his own net. Is going to break out there. Oh my, turned over. And now Trevor in the zone. Stopped by Furlong. Hummels 9-2. Here. Blair Higgins, obviously not a good night for him, as he's going to want to have this one back. As look at that. We take a look at some of the goals scored on him here. As obviously... Well, actually, this one scored on Furlong, but I mean, look at this, as right off the shin pad and bar down, and O'Toole, as he viewed his frustration there, showed his frustration there, slamming his stick off the crossbar, as face off now in the in the Fort Mac zone. One there. Julian with a big shot. Good save as that one's back up high. Julian trying to get it. Here comes Eric Furlong now with the Eric Furlong. In now. Oh my, as Tobin almost got free, but can't. As now Bubbles got it with the puck. As now up. Julian now again trying to find him there, but he can't. As now, oh my, Bubbles in on him. As, oh, look out. A collision behind the net. As oh my, Bobandy steals as, oh, can't get it there. As Tobin there in the corner, he's shown some discomfort here after that collision. As good save there. As now O'Keefe has got it. John O'Keefe up, and now Tobin, he's going to stay in the game, is now trying to center that pass, but another great defensive play as by the Trailer Park Boys in this one. Here comes Trevor now with it, but turned over, and now at the center line is now battling for the puck, as now get it across to Julian. Now the rink-wide pass now, Bobandy's going to get that puck dumped in. Richards after the puck, he's got it, finds Tobin. Travis Tobin trying to just get that puck out. Nice long stretch feed up to O'Toole, but he can't do nothing with it. As now Bubbles got it up 5 minutes to go here in Game 1. And a great performance by the Trailer Park Boys. They'll take a 1-0 series lead. As now Bobandy after his own puck, as now he's after the puck by himself. He gets it there down low to Trevor. Trevor now is now looking for the puck. Now he gets stopped there. Back to the point now as now Leahy trying to keep that in, but he can't quite. As now Julian's got it battling there along the boards. As now looking for the puck. Furlong now has got in a foot race with him as gets it across. And now Leahy with it up to Bubbles as now he gets that into the Fort McMurray zone as just trying to get this game done now. As now Tobin now has got it. Here comes Travis Tobin with it up the wing. He's got it as, oh my, can't do much with it. As they only got 13 shots in this full game. As they'll make it 14 now. Is good save there. As, oh my, that was a tough save there for Ricky Lafleur. Is obviously not facing a lot of shots here tonight. As now Leahy's got it. Jim Leahy is, oh my, can't get the puck out. Tobin now trying to get it towards the net now as that one's steered into the corner there. Is now final minute of Game 1 here, as just a great performance all around for the Trailer Park Boys here. As man, oh man, they had just, after the first period, they just dominated. Oh my, a bad play there. As now right in front, as good save by Furlong. As I'll tell you what, is Furlong, could he potentially be the starter here for Game 2? As obviously he's played pretty good. As obviously the first shot on him went in, but it wasn't really his fault. If we take a look at Trevor's night here, as he got the assist on that goal. As obviously Trevor's had a great night here as well, as he gets that goal, make it 3-2, and that stands as the game-winning goal. As Trevor trying to get the Trailer Park, trying to get his first ever game-winning goal in the Potter Cup final. Face-off, one there. Bobandy to the net is stopped by Furlong again, as the fans are on their feet, as they're getting loud here. As wow, what a game here. As we take a look at, it's obviously Eric Furlong, as he has been shut down in this one. As obviously take a look at some of his dekes, obviously, but nothing else really. He's had a dominant playoff run, but this Game 1, they just made it his mission to make his life hell. As now one there, as now got there, Leahy shoots, as good save there again. As now the fans on their feet, 20 seconds remaining, as now O'Keefe trying to get one here, as to maybe get some sort of life for Game 2. As Trevor got the puck across, but Bubbles in, nice little play, 7 seconds, and the Trailer Park Boys dominate Game 1 and will take a 1-0 series lead, and will move 3 wins away from the Potter Cup. As Lafleur not busy in this one, but the Trailer Park Boys, the big guns, got it done. And I tell you what, as if they keep playing like that, they're gonna be Potter Cup champions. As we'll see how the Fort Mac Hollers respond in Game 2. But as for now, that's going to be it, guys. So I'll see you all in Game 2.